Make that money, make that money, make that money fast. Spend that money, spend that money, spend that money fast. Make it back and double it and do that shit again. And show them hating niggas how your money never ends. I get money on the low, that's my niggas on the foe. Hustle hard like LeBron when I'm shoveling the snow. Aaron Rodgers with the bricks, bitch, I'm going to the bowl.
Make that money fast. Aaron Rodgers going to the bowl. This is Football Heaven 360 in the building. Y'all know how I do. Alright, very excited. It is NFL season, people. Alright, but this one is only about college football, top 25. Alright. Also, I'm gonna give you the top 3 games to watch today. Also in college football. Alright. I'm recording this on Saturday, but let's pretend I recorded it on Thursday. You feel me? Don't tell nobody. Shh. Alright. But at top 25, we're gonna start with Nebraska. They won 1 spot down. Okay. Their next game is Saturday at 7:30 against Colorado. Alright. Tell y'all Nebraska sucks, so I ain't even worried about that. They're gonna be out top 25 really soon. Alright. The next team is Iowa State. Wait, time out, man. They confusing me. They got 2 teams tied for 25. I don't even know how that even works. But anyway, Iowa State moved 4 spots down. Their next game is September 14th at 4 p.m. against Iowa. So that should be a real good game next week. Alright, at number 24, and they beat one of my hated rival teams last week. They beat Florida State. Boise State moved 9 spots up. You know, that freshman played well in that second half. You feel me? Y'all definitely got to check them out. You feel me? And their next game is, they just played last night. Alright. Their next game is Saturday, September 14th at 10:15 p.m. versus Portland State. Alright. The next game at 23 is Stanford. Sorry, Sanford. What the hell? Think about Sanford this time. Alright. They at number 23. They will move 2 spots up. The next game is tonight versus USC. Alright. I'll definitely be watching that game, even though the NFL starts tomorrow. That game is at 10:30 at night. Alright. So real football fans will be up watching that game. Alright. The next team at number 22, and they move 1 spot up, is Washington State. Washington State next game is Saturday at 5 p.m. versus North Colorado. I didn't even know that team exists. Alright. The next team at number 21 is Syracuse. They move 1 spot up. Alright. They number 21. The next game is at 12 on Saturday versus Maryland. Alright. Iowa stayed in the same spot at number 20. Their next game is Saturday, September 7th at 12 p.m. versus Rutgers. Alright. Number 19 is Michigan State. They move 1 spot down. Their next game will be against Western Michigan at 7:30 p.m. Alright. The next team we have at number 18 is UCF. They move 1 spot down. Their next game is on Saturday versus FAU. Alright. You know, Lane Kiffin go there, so that might be a big game right there. Alright, number 17 is Wisconsin. They move 2 spots up. Their next game will be September 7th at 3:30 versus Central Michigan. Alright. The next team is Oregon, which was the game of the week last week. You know what I'm saying? I really didn't get to break down that game. But Auburn versus Oregon, what a way to end that game. Alright. But they moved 5 spots down. You know, and then next game is Saturdays at 7:30 versus Nevada. Now, between how well Oregon do, that will always be connected with Oregon. Alright, how well Auburn does. Excuse me, I didn't have my coffee this morning, but how well Oregon does, that will be always connected with Auburn for the rest of the season. So we'll see if, you know, Oregon and Auburn, you know, end up in the college football playoff. You know, Oregon could do it, but maybe with 1 loss, but we'll see. You know, we gotta play the rest of this out. All right. At number 15 is Penn State. They stay neutral in the same spot. And their next game is Saturday versus Buffalo. Alright. At number 14 is Washington State. They move one spot down. The next game is at 10:30 p.m. on Saturday versus Cal. I might check that game out. Alright. At number 13 we have Utah. They move one spot up. Their next game is Saturday September 7th versus Northern Illinois. Alright. At number 12 we have Texas A&M. Alright. Their next game, number 12 is Texas A&M. They stay neutral. Their next game is Saturday, September 7th at 3:30 p.m. versus Clemson, number 1 team in the country. Alright. At number 11, we have my Florida Gators beat the Hurricanes. You feel me? We do move 3 spots down. You know, maybe we were supposed to win better than that, but we're at number 11. Our next game is Saturday, 7:30 versus University Martin. I don't know, Tennessee Martin. I think something like that. We gotta get these cupcakes on the schedule. Even my team. I'm sorry, that sucks. All right. At number 10, we have Auburn. Auburn cracked the top 10 with that win versus Oregon. They moved 6 spots up. Their next game is at 7:30 p.m. on Saturday versus Tulane. Alright. At number 9, and moving 1 spot up, is Texas. Alright. Their game this weekend is at 7:30 versus LSU. Alright. At number 8, we have Notre Dame. They move 1 spot up. Their next game is on the 14th versus New Mexico. Alright, the next team we have is Michigan. They stay neutral. Sorry, that was the police sirens. Alright. But anyways, Michigan is at number 7. They stay neutral. Their next game is September 7th at 12 p.m. versus Army. Alright. At number 6, we have LSU. Their next game is September 7th, 7:30 versus Texas. Alright. At number 5, well, from 7 all the way up, everybody stayed practically neutral. Everybody's neutral from Michigan up. Alright. So Ohio State at number 5. Their next game will be against Cincinnati at 12 p.m. Alright. At number 4 is Oklahoma. Oklahoma next game is Saturday at 7 p.m. versus South Dakota. Alright. At number 3 is Georgia. Their next game is Saturday, September 12th at 4 p.m. versus Murray State. Alright. At number 2 is Alabama. Their next game is at 4 p.m. on Saturday versus New Mexico. Please get rid of these cupcakes. And at number 1 is Clemson. Their next game is Saturday, September 7th versus Texas A&M. Alright, that will conclude my top 25. Alright, but let me give you some of the scheduled games I will be watching for here in week 2 of college football. Alright. Well, Boise State beat Marshall 14-7. That was a Friday game. Alright. Wake Forest beat Rice 41-21. That was a Friday game also. But like I was saying, the games that I might be watching or I might be asleep on. We have Syracuse play Maryland. I'm going to just give you the notables. Syracuse play Maryland at 12 on ESPN. Cincinnati play Ohio State at 12 on ABC. Alright. I don't see no. I love Virginia Tech. They play at Old Dominion at ESPNU. South Carolina, even though they lost last week, play on the SEC Network versus Charleston South, something like that. West Virginia play Missouri. I might check that game out. That's at 12 p.m. on ESPN2. South Florida play Georgia Tech. I didn't even know, at 2 p.m. on the ACC Network. Alright. The Big Dandy, the big, we got two big heavyweight fights. All right, we got Texas A&M at Clemson at 3:30 p.m. on ABC. All right, that's a top 15 matchup. All right, Georgia playing Murray State. All right, that's about it. No, that's not about it. I forgot about the big heavyweight fight. Big heavyweight fight will be, we got Miami playing North Carolina. That's also on the ACC network. All right, we got Cal playing Washington, Stanford playing USC. Damn, I missed another game. There you go, LSU versus Texas. That is a top 10 matchup. That'll be 7:30 on ABC. All right. That's it. To conclude everything. The Heisman race, I tell you, it's a two-man race. Lawrence. Then I was just thinking somebody put their name. Jalen Hurts put his name in the hat, but I don't think he's gonna win it. But like I said, I think it's between Tua and Lawrence, and most likely I'm gonna take Lawrence to win the Heisman. All right. So that will complete college football Heaven 360 show part 2. You feel me? NFL predictions is coming up soon on my next, Football Heaven 360. So y'all stay tuned.
Make that money,
I'm finna go work on these editors and do my thing. Shout out to Snack for the hot track. Aaron Rodgers going to the bowl. My Super Bowl predictions also coming up. Alright. So see y'all later. Take care. Love y'all. Enjoy college football. Alright. Take care.
Bitch, I'm going to the bowl. Got my pockets on Freddy. Yeah, bitch, I'm looking swole. On this paper chase running. I ain't stopping till I'm dead. If you get in my way, then we got a cold red. Got real sticky hands when it come to the bread. Lay your whole strip down for that Superman bread. I'm a cheater for the cash. I be running hella fast. Putting beam on a nigga. Leaving spots on a nigga. Take guap from a nigga. Don't care about a nigga. Got hustling.